When I walk in, I feel like there's room to breathe, there's room to think. It's minimal, yet cozy. You notice everything, like the sway of the trees or the crackle of the fire, and it really embraces that slow living mentality.
I've always loved escaping into nature, and there was a period in my life that I used to travel a lot for work to Norway, Denmark, and I really got inspired by their philosophies, their design. So I wanted to actually not only do that here, but also share it with others. We are at Hinterhouse. Hinterhouse is the first house built by our company, Hinter, and it's kind of the inspiration where our company is moving forward. The house itself, you can play with it through the shutters, through light, but also objects. So the square footage is about 1,000 square feet, and 60% of the house is made out of windows. And the whole idea was to merge with nature. It was a challenge because in Quebec we get like very cold winters. But I think through technology, like you get that insulation that you need to actually enjoy both worlds. The shutters around the house are one of my favorite things about this house because you can play with light. You can actually just move them around if you want more privacy or if it's too bright outside. And technically you can cover every single window from the house. So basically you can turn it into a big lantern. Most of the things that you see in the house are done either by a local carpenter or different artists. They manufacture furniture. Yeah, when you come in, there's a small space closet here. So everything's been thought in terms of like there has to be a lot of storage, but kind of hidden around whenever you don't have that much clutter. It gives you a sense of more space. And I get really philosophical about this, but that gives you more space to think in a way. So it's less distraction at the end of the day. We tried here in the living room to make it minimal, but cozy. And I think that that's super important, right? Because like minimalism can get a little bit too extreme sometimes. So that couch, it's really comfortable, really good for a nap. Also exploring with Alphabet here, kind of like different ways of doing chairs. And like we like that exploration that it's not kind of like a common chair or a common shape. Same with small details like this, that you can actually put your coffee or your drink here. We also like to add playfulness. So this is kind of an exercise bowl, but it's not. It's just like to sit down here when you're gathering with friends or family or loved ones. And again, it's just to bring that playfulness into the space. In the summer is amazing. Like you can actually open like a third of this whole wall that you see here on both sides. And you just feel a huge breeze, and all of a sudden you're kind of like in a very nice tent, if that makes sense. So yeah, you truly feel and smell the forest. And obviously in the summer, there's a lot of bugs, so there's big screens on both ends, so you keep the bugs out. So the main source of heating, like for the entire house, it's in-floor heating. And in the middle of the room, we have this freestanding fireplace. We love the fact that you can actually be around the heat instead of actually putting it in a corner. It just like creates more even heat across the house. This one is pretty cool too because you can actually rotate it. So even if, like for example, if you want to actually see the fire while you're having dinner, you can actually rotate it. So that's a very nice feature. The kitchen was super fun to design. It's a freestanding island. We wanted to actually integrate the whole thing, the sink and where people sit. And this is like a kind of like a mini, tiny little garden. And whenever you're just like cooking, you can actually just like pick something up here. And you have like a cutting board here that it's integrated to the sink. A little bit of storage here for like books and obviously like some firewood that's very close to the fireplace. And then you have a space for 4 people to sit very comfortable at the table. Everything is built in. We wanted to actually hide Appliances as much as we could. There's a lot of storage, which is nice. And here we have pantry. We have the dishwasher here. There's no handles, which is nice. So everything is kind of hidden. And here's the fridge. Like, it's a small fridge, but it does the job. And same thing with garbage cans or recycling cans. We wanted to hide those as well. Usually those are never pretty. So a few interesting things about the house. One is lighting. We wanted to make you feel warm, but without putting like too much light everywhere or too many lamps around. And everywhere around the house there's an LED, which it's hidden in the ceiling. So it's very warm and cozy, and even the lights usually here are very hidden and very soft tones, and the same same in the kitchen. And speaking about the kitchen, like, what's very nice about this black block that lives inside the house, it's a very nice contrast between like the white cedar and this block that lives within the house, which is kind of like where like the kitchen is, but also it goes around into the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. And that's the only part of the house where you're gonna find the black tones. So it's kind of like the center or the functional part of the house, or the core of the house, I would say. So this is the guest room. It's quite a small space, but at the same time, I think we did a lot for a small space. Everything's built in the house, right? So that applies to the beds as well. You have storage under the beds, and also on the closet side of things, pretty much 90% of that wall, it's storage space. And you also, both of the bedrooms feature a TV, which we on purpose wanted to hide. We have like a secret door here, which is pretty much the laundry room. And here we have the bathroom, which is pretty nice because once you actually come in, like, so you have a black door to continue with the hallway, but then when you enter it, you go back to very white, earthy tones, which gives you a sense of a lot of space. So we have a walk-in shower with a super nice view. There's nobody watching at you, but if you're feeling shy, you can actually close the shutters from outside, which will give you that privacy. Small things, but like what I love about like what the architects did is you've been able to actually turn on the water from when you enter, instead of actually just having that shock that sometimes like showers give you, you know, that you have to go under the shower head to open the water. So little things, but kind of like very nice things. This is sort of a hidden door. Here you can hang your towels, but like if you open this, it's gonna be the mechanical room. So this is a freestanding structure. Also, it was built by local artists. The whole thing is built around this metal frame, and the metal frame kind of like serves as a place to actually hang towels, but also it extends all the way to actually just like hold the toilet paper. And in between you have storage for your towels here, and obviously like a little bit of drawers there for other things. So now we're at the far end of the house, and this is the master bedroom. Very similar to the guest bedroom, a little bit bigger. You have like more space here. And it's kind of nice though, because like this is where the house ends, and you have like this hidden door here, a pocket door. And then similar to the guest room, we have everything's integrated, so built-in bed, storage under, same with 90% of the wall there is a storage, hidden TV. These lights are pretty cool. They're also made by Alphabet, very soft light, LEDs. So yeah, I find them beautiful. The whole exterior of the house is cedar. It is sustainable because you don't have to actually treat it every 5-6 years with chemicals. So it's really interesting with hinterhouse. The house will change throughout the years, and we can start seeing that and how it's like fading in different places because like it gets more sun or it gets more water on another like side of the building. So we have a sauna, which is a detached building from the house. So you have to walk down a path very close from the house, and there you are in the middle of the forest with a massive window looking out into the forest and just relaxing a little bit for 15-20 minutes.
Currently what we're doing for our sustainability efforts is we plant 10 trees with every single booking that we have. So that's approximately 1,500 trees per year. In addition to that, we also really try to be sustainable within the space itself. From the furniture, we work with local artisans or small companies. Our hand and body care and all the kitchen products, cleaning products, they're all from a local Montreal company called the Unscented Company. So we're really working with products we believe in, people we believe in. So we met in the summer of 2018, and at that point, Mauricio was working in software, and I was actually an elementary school teacher. And so we just took a big risk, and we left both of our jobs at the same time, and we went full force into Hinter together.
So we started with hinterhouse, and then we are very excited about our next step, which will happen in Quebec, fairly close to Montreal. We are planning to build 50 houses hidden in the forests, and we're gonna aim to do it carbon negative. So we're very excited about the next step.
Subscribe to Exploring Alternatives, and please share this video if you liked it. You can also follow Hinterhouse on Instagram and on their website. Thanks for watching.